Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn more about Kadoodle TV, the safe streaming channel for children under 12 in over 160 countries. Kadoodle TV is an AVOD channel. And as mentioned just now, we're reaching kids under 12 in 160 countries. We believe in keeping kids safe, and we have trademarked and owned the word safe streaming and have essentially created a movement around the whole concept of safety for kids. We serve as a safe alternative to anybody else in the marketplace. What is best for producers and distributors all around the world to know about us is that we're a new revenue stream for your already existing business. So taking content that you've already got other places and also placing it on Kadoodle TV not only engages the content with a new audience. We currently have over 12 million monthly active users, and just in 2020 we had over 3,200% growth, which is pretty incredible. So it allows you to have a new audience, right? And the best part about that is that it is in a safe place. Just to tap into safe streaming in general a little bit deeper, everything that's done at Kadoodle TV is human driven. All content gets screened through a group of real humans with eyeballs that watch every single frame. And that doesn't just go for content, that also goes for our advertising as well. Everything is watched by a human before it goes live. And the best analogy that I always quote is essentially that when you cross the street, you hold your kid's hand, right? And that's what we're doing when they're viewing content on our channel. One important last point before the next question to note is our primary point of entry is on connected TVs. So if you're a Roku household, Apple TV, Samsung, Vizio, LG, we're on Comcast, um, Android, iOS, anywhere that you access content in your home, we're available for free with no barrier to entry, which is a really powerful thing to be in this climate of subscription fatigue. Great. So for our acquisition strategy, specifically for 2021 and just in general, we're always looking at great content. We're interested in everything that's out there, from the big brands like Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig, which live nice lives on the channel, to the great YouTubers that exist in the world. Educational content that maybe kids are being sent to on other sites that are not safe for them. We're always looking at everything that's out there and what kids are trending towards. We're very data driven. We like to understand the landscape, and we receive over 800 submissions a week. We close anywhere between 10 to 12 deals, and we launch anywhere between 20 to 30 new shows on the channel a week. We're steadily, continuously making sure the audience comes to the channel to see fresh and relevant content that they're interested in, right? Which keeps them coming back for more. So if you're interested and you have content that is readily completed, a few things to note. We always will respond to an email. It might not be right away, but we will always respond. Content at kadoodle.tv is the best place to send a submission. And the best thing to do there is to inform how much you have, what the links are so that we could see it, the territories that are available. As we do seek worldwide rights where possible, we can geo block if necessary, as well as any languages that might be available. As we're in 160 countries, our language offering is not just English, French, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish. We try to reach every kid and family where they're at, right? And every family has different needs around the globe. As we serve kids under 12, we systematically break down the channel into three buckets: the preschool offering, that 5 to 8 demographic, and the 9 to 12 demographic. And then we further break that down by themes, right? So it could be anything from education to great gaming content, which really trends well, like Minecraft gamers, Roblox gamers, Nintendo game players, to your traditional funny slapstick comedy animation, to live action. Again, being an AVOD channel that serves so many in such a large, way in the world, the beautiful part and the funnest part of our jobs is that we get to bring amazing content to so many kids around the world. that it's not just, niched into a little spot. It's not a small offering that we have. It's a very robust one. Today it's clocking over 25,000 episodes, and that literally grows every single day. And we feel proud that we're able to show up for kids and families around the world in a safe way with great content. So, if you've got something wonderful, please feel free to submit it. Another thing to note is that, we do spend a lot of time on social media. If you want to follow us on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, it's always wonderful to see what we're up to as a company. We spend a lot of time really focusing on what the needs are in the marketplace. And every single quarter, we're putting out a report called "It Takes a Digital Village," right? Because parents have been met with unforeseen circumstances. I'm a mother myself, and wow, it's been wild for us all. And I'm sure a lot of us can relate on the conference today. And we know that 97% of parents are co-viewing, right? And we know that parents are concerned about the harms that their children face on other streaming sites. And finally, now there's an answer, not just for us here on this conference, but for parents all around the world. And how we tap into that parent experience to deliver great content is something we're really interested in. One final thing I'll say is that we believe in keeping kids safe. It's our number one mission. That's what we do. We will always continue to hold that as a core value as a company. And so I always encourage any potential partners to do their research, to come to us with care about that, with the meaning of placing their brand in a safe place and knowing what that represents, so that we can really partner in a better way. Because I think that that's important as we're looking to, continuously serve kids all around the world. Working with Cadoodle TV has a lot of advantages. One, we're operating as a proper channel. We're bringing on partners, and we always say one thing, and I think it's a very important thing. As a company, we say, "Welcome to the Cadoodle TV family." And we mean that because we consider ourselves part of the brand journey, part of the experience that's going into people's households all around the world, how kids are experiencing us. We spend a lot of time, we're a tech company first and foremost, developing the best user experience in the business, the best marketing campaigns that make sense to parents, placing our channel in the right areas and really serving those areas so that we're accessible and discoverable for new families and the families that we have that come back on a regular basis for us. And I strongly feel that, as a brand owner, you want a partner who's going to respond to you. I think that that's something that, is nice to have, right? And so as an organization, we really feel strongly about our relationships and what we bring to the table and how we show up across the board as an industry. And as mentioned before, we are a new revenue stream, right? We're something that's not in your line item of expected revenue forecast. And with that is we're going to say, okay, great, welcome to the Doodle TV family if we take on the acquisition. And then we're going to ask you questions like, what are you doing to support the brand? What can we tie into? What are the cross promotional opportunities? What is this brand? What does it represent, right? The bigger the brands, obviously, in the world, the more that's going on. But there's also those like born from the digital ground up brands that are so exciting that, take flight. Maybe it was, on another platform before, or maybe it's something that you have ready to go, but you've had difficulty accessing perhaps the, North American marketplace, and you're looking to launch with a meaningful partner. Those are kind of conversations that we're interested in because we're not just slapping shows on the channel. We're systematically going and taking shows and really understanding them so that they can resonate with the audience in the biggest way possible, and measuring that retention, in the safest way possible. As a safe streaming channel, we adhere to the highest letters of the law when it comes to keeping kids safe. We're COPA compliant, GDPR compliant. And again, it's all about doing the right thing. So that goes for our content, and safety for kids, right? What does that mean? Well, we won't have any derogatory language content, no killing on our channel. There will not be things that are unsavory, or maybe, things that we might have seen as children. It's not the temperament of the marketplace. So I think that, our thorough vetting process gives trust in the household. It also gives a huge relief to brand owners. Our report card system from our QA team is actually quite famous. Some of you may know about it, but we really do watch every single second. And oftentimes we'll be watching a show and we'll see, oh, there was a beer bottle in the background, or a full wine glass, or someone wearing a shirt that was a little too low cut for a child to be seeing. And we'll say something about that and either trim it, edit it, or ask our, partners to replace it. But it's that kind of care and attention that I think really takes us above and beyond and makes us such a special partner to work with. So last year we entered into originals and we launched our first original, which we're very proud of and working very hard on right now. Over the course of the year, we'll be coming to the marketplace with some very exciting news about movement in that space. And we're very much looking at the content that's on the channel that families and children are really resonating with, right? Brands that have taken flight, brands that are really standing out. And those are the kinds of things that I think are great to test in the marketplace, right? What is going to move the needle? What is going to get the attention that these kids, or that we're looking for from kids around the world? So that's a great first point of entry, is to really start building the brand. The other thing we're going to start doing is really opening up the opportunity to launch first with Cadoodle for any big brands, again, that are having trouble in certain markets, to really try to partner with brand owners to see how we can be a partner in any particular launches and territories where there might be difficulty to enter. So overall, we're going to continue to grow. 12 million monthly active users is something we are really proud of. We've worked very hard. We've been around since 2012, and here we are at a wonderful place. And this isn't going to slow down. It's going to continue growing very steadily. So if we haven't spoken yet, or we have spoken, hello again. It would be great to hear from you if you've got a great brand that you're looking to bring to kids and families, and you're interested in our safe streaming message. And watch this space, because what we have planned is quite extraordinary. And in a time of change, in the time of the world where we're seeing so much just be different, right? And we've had to grow in multiple ways. And look at our children, who have been the real heroes of all of this. Is you know what how are we going to show up and be better? How are we going to show up and do better for kids? Because it is just such a privilege to be able to serve them. So stand by.